We made it!
Yes.
Let's do it! We met at Buffalo Wild Wings. He first got hired. And as soon as he got hired, I made sure to give him my phone number. He was actually the only guy I've ever given my phone number to. We exchanged information and we were best friends from the very beginning. So when I approached him and I first saw him at a soda machine, I was a server, he was a cook, and he was very rude to me at first, but I was very rude and flirty back, and it started from there. And ever since then, he's been very sweet to me. He's a sweetheart, and I love him so much.
A couple of days after, her friend comes up. Her name's Savannah, and she's saying, "Oh, how come you don't go and get Kristen's phone number?" And I'm like, "Kristen?" And she's like, "Yeah, that girl you were rude to." And I was like, "Oh, she wants my number?" And she was like, "Yeah, go over there and get it." I'm like, "Okay." So I go over there and I ask her for a number, and she gives it to me on this little waitress notepad thing, and started texting from there. And slowly but surely got, like, you know, more and more friendly, and started leaving these little love notes on my car, on my door. Maybe these little waitress notes say, "Oh, hope you had a good shift, and I'll text you when I get home," or "You text me when you get home." Little hearts and little smiley faces and stuff like that. But yeah, that's how we met for the most part. And then just more and more of those notes, and I was like, "Man, this girl really likes me." I was like, gotta give me some of that.
Our first date was at Lester's, and I actually accidentally met his mom on our first date. I went to go pick him up, and she came out of the house. She was like, "Hi, I'm Deborah." So I wasn't ready for that on the first date, but we went to a diner, and I believe it was like a lunch date, and that was it. It was at Lester's in Broward County, where we're originally from.
Our first date, this is a funny story. Our first date, we went to Lester's Diner over in Margate, and we go over there and we're sitting down, and this is one of Kristen's favorite stories too. We go over there and the waiter come up and he goes, "Hey, what can I get you to drink?" And Kristen goes, "I'll take an orange juice." And the guy goes, "Small, medium, or large?" And Kristen goes, "I'll take a medium." He goes, "Well, we only have small or large." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Man, hit the Kaiser Soze switch on us." And Kristen was like, "I'll just take a large." And he had an attitude the rest of the day. I'm not sure what made him so mad, but it was a good first date nonetheless. But Kristen was, as always, looking real pretty. And the first time Kristen met my mom came out in a nightgown and walked all the way down at the end of the driveway and made sure to go say hi to Kristen in her nightgown. And I was like, wow, first impressions there can be tough.
My favorite things about Connor is his patience. He's very lovable, and he's just very caring. Behind closed doors, he treats me so well. I've never felt so secure, so confident. He always respects me no matter what, if it's just us two or around others. And it's nothing more than I could ever expect. And he's the best.
But one thing I noticed about Kristen is that she was always nice. Kristen's never really that upset at stuff. She's always real kind and sweet to everybody, and I always noticed that she always had a lot of friends, and all her friends were always trying to come up and talk to her and hug her and, you know, give her stuff, and they're always exchanging little gifts. But yeah, that's what I noticed about Kristen, that she's real sweet and kind, and everybody seems to, ain't nobody mad at Kristen, and that's the way it's always been. Everybody loves her all the time. Yeah.
We have the same humor, thank goodness. And our patience, we both work very well together as a team. I'm always the positive one, and sometimes it could be annoying to him, but it is what it is, baby. We can't be negative, not with me around. So definitely I think that's the main thing. And no matter what life throws at us, we figure it out together and we stay solid, thank goodness.
Yeah. In the ways that we're alike, I would say that we're both family oriented. We both really like the fact that our families are around. All of us all the time. We like keeping that close village. In ways that we're alike, we're both always goofing around. It's hard to have a super serious moment, but we can have them. When I'm upset, everybody knows I'm upset. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and nobody knows. If I'm having a bad day, everyone's like, "Oh, that guy's having a real bad day right there." But if Kristen's having a bad day, she can hold her composure, and it's good. It's good that we have that, because if people initially, you know, see me and they're like, oh, I can't deal with this guy. But then they see her and they're like, oh man, she's so nice. We can definitely tolerate that dude. If she's gonna stay around, he can stay around. And that's pretty much how it goes. But obviously as I kind of, let go of whatever I'm letting go, we kind of go back to center and we both, right back to goofing around. But, sometimes I'll have more patience, sometimes she'll have more patience. Just depends on, I guess, what we're going through.
So apparently Connor, he had this whole thing planned, have our family together. So he just chose a random day. I believe it was a Wednesday. It was a really stormy day. I was working and he asked, do you want to just go for a walk on the beach? So I was like, again, I'm not negative. So I was like, why not? And on my way back home, I was like, baby, it's storming really bad. I don't think we should go. And he's like, yeah, let's just go for a walk. So I was like, all right, let's just still go for a walk. Maybe it'll stop raining by the time we get there. And we get to the beach. It was raining all throughout until we arrived. We parked, we get out of the car, and it was not raining anymore. The sand was perfect. It was nice and solid. It wasn't super sandy. And as we walked, I'm a very photogenic person. I love to take a lot of photos and videos. And there was beautiful stormy clouds all around. And I was taking panoramic photo with my phone. And as I was turning, I kept turning around, getting the clouds, and then I see him on his knees and just bawled. And actually my first words were, are you for real? Because we're such jokesters, I did not expect it one bit, but it was perfect. No more rain after that. It was just a perfect moment. And I preferred it that way. That was the day that he chose, and that's what he was comfortable with, and that's what makes me happy. So I'm happy it happened that way.
Everything. She's my best friend. There ain't nothing that she can do no wrong, for me. Even if we disagree, it's like, whatever, we'll figure it out after. I don't care. There's nothing that I don't like. I think that's why that's why you get married, right? You think about stuff in the future, like, well, what would my life be like if I didn't have this person? And all those futures that you can imagine up, they suck. So you're like, well, I think I'm with the right person if every time I think about the future without that person, it's like, man, your life would real suck if you didn't have that person. So you're like, yeah, well, I'm doing the right thing here.
I am looking forward to being on the mountain, something totally different from Florida, and just taking it all in, really appreciating all of our close friends and family are all together, and just taking it all in and appreciating all the people that love us and the people that we love. And it's finally happening, baby. We're doing it. Finally, it's been 7 years, so we've been waiting for this moment. We really have.
Well, there ain't nothing I wouldn't do for you. And, 7 years so far, it feels like 7 minutes. And you don't want the time to go by too fast, but it's moving, and we're moving right along with it. And I love you, and can't wait to start the rest of my life with you. So we got our friends and family all around, and it'll be fun. So can't wait to see you.
Baby, it's our wedding day. We finally made it. I can't wait to see you. You're gonna look so handsome. I'm trying to keep it together for you, but we got this. Stay patient, stay calm. We're surrounded by everyone that we love, and you just have to stay true and just enjoy the moment as much as you can, as much as I try, and just stay positive. Nothing's gonna be perfect today, but as long as we're together, we're on that mountain, we get married, that's all that matters. And I love you so much. You're my bestest friend, and I love you so much, baby. And I miss you. And that's all I have to say.